Hi guys, Warner2010 here, and welcome to my first video on the TranZit Zombies storyline. Now, for the old channel, I was sort of known for making some storylines, and they were pretty in-depth, so even though we haven't got 100% of the information at the moment, I'm going to make the first storyline video today, and sort of start the ball rolling. So, as you'll know from TranZit, we have 4 new characters, which are Misty, Malton, Samuel, and Russman, and they're very mysterious. Misty's father was killed by zombies. Malton is a scientist nerd guy who I don't really know his backstory. He doesn't really have a lot. Samuel is insane. He's the only one who can hear Richtofen's voice, and he follows instructions based on Richtofen, what he says. And Russman is sort of this old guy who really doesn't want to die, and he loves killing zombies, and he seems to be quite fun. We saw a poster a little while back on Black Ops 2, and Misty was the character that was on that. So, the storyline itself. The Tower of Babble Easter egg is the clues to it. After the Moon Easter egg, we had the rocket hit the Earth, and TranZit is basically what's left. Your 4 new characters, you'll run around killing zombies and dealing with the world as it is. And Richtofen's plans have been foiled by Maxis, who managed to stop him at the end of the Moon Easter egg. Well, stop him, lessen the damage he could cause, and Richtofen hated that. He wants to still be in control, and you sometimes hear when Richtofen says some of his quotes, "and I'll be in control again," and all kinds of weird stuff like that. And Maxis is clearly trying to stop this from happening. So you've got the 2 contrasting storylines from the 2 contrasting characters, and that's basically what's going on in TranZit. You've got the 2 different sets of instructions, the 2 different achievements for Tower of Babel, and I'm imagining the storyline is going to carry on. Based on the campaign that we saw, there were many different, not the zombie campaign, the actual Black Ops 2. There were many different paths you could take through the game, and I think they might be doing a similar thing in TranZit. If you helped Richtofen on this map, for example, something different will happen in the next map. But then again, if you complete both Easter eggs, I imagine something different will happen. Maybe. Or maybe just the one you completed first will be the one that you follow. So, yeah, basically, we've had some radio contact as well, like the TV in farm plays some radio messages if you hold square or X next to it. And there are lots of people that are trying to contact anyone. They've, one guy says that he's being contacted by a series of 2 voices, which are clearly Richtofen and Maxis, and that they have contrasting sets of instructions, and if you don't choose a side, you'll try and be killed by both. So that could, like, hint to the next map. If you don't do this Easter egg, you can't do the next one, sort of thing. And he's, like, been killed at the end of that. I think he's the guy. Well, there's a guy at Jackass Flats, and that's like near Area 51-ish, and it's an area that's kept away from everything else, and he's like taking refuge there. What else have we got? We got a guy who's sort of talking to Richtofen over the radio, and we can hear that for some reason, and he sort of says like Richtofen easily convinces him to help him, and goes, "I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you in the flesh." One guy seems drunk and is sort of like really not happy with what's going on. I think he's more angry at Maxis and, well, both of them, I guess. He said like, "Oh no, I'm not going to help you," and all kinds of stuff like that. Sort of reminds me of Dempsey, so I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that I think that character could potentially be Dempsey. But yeah, I think there's one more character as well who does some talking. But on the whole, as I said, we're a bit behind on TranZit storyline at the moment. But it goes on, as far as I know. The nav cards, don't know what they do. But the bus driver's quite weird. He he sort of leads you around the map, is the point of him. And I think he's got something to do with some kind of Easter egg, because he always talks about places that aren't anywhere near. He talks about a beautiful lake. You look, and there's no lake at all, it's just mountains. So, could just be that he's malfunctioning, but he could have something to do with the storyline. But, yeah, more videos will be on the way soon. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments. And I'll keep thinking. I'll keep getting more information out when it comes out. And thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done already, if you want to be notified when I bring out the next storyline video or any other videos. And goodbye for now.